Hi everyone, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. I have some goodies to show you. I know in the last video or the last two videos, I'm not sure which ones, I said that I would be putting some more stuff in my Etsy shop. And so all afternoon I've been working on getting things in there. So as of this video, all the stuff that I will show you is already in my shop if you are interested. So I will leave the link to my shop below. But let me just show you what I've listed. Most of the stuff, and I'm far from finished listing everything I want. I mean, it's going to be another few days maybe to finish everything. And it's a very overwhelming process because, you have to take the pictures and you have to write the listings and weigh it, all that stuff. So I was only able to get through a few things and then also some things that I have made. So let me show you first something that you haven't seen before, and I just finished these the other day. So these here, I'm calling them my retro fabric covered envelopes, and basically what they are, and they're all the same, it's just they have different fabric on the outside. This fabric, I don't know if you remember, because I don't know how many videos ago it was. I had gotten a bunch of fabric from my mom's women's club, where all the the older women sit around and they do crafty stuff for their craft fair. But there was a bunch of this. Actually, I have some kind of still here. It was all this material. It's very, I don't know. I mean, it's probably vintage, but I see it more like retro. Kind of reminds me of. Let me see if I have any more pieces that I can quickly show. It sort of reminds me of like the Brady Bunch or something. I don't know. That's kind of strange, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So I'm calling these my retro fabric covered envelopes. And each pack has 4 envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course the patterns on the outside, they vary a little bit just depending on what part of the fabric I'd cut out. But all of them are lined with scrapbooking paper, pattern paper, and then they're all sewn around, if you can see that. So it's sewn. And of course there's little, strings of hair and everything, because it's kind of just, I don't know the word, but you know how some people, when they sew in their junk journals, they leave the little hairs. These aren't hairs from, or not hairs, the threads. It's not the thread, it's actually the fibers from the actual material. But I kind of left them on because it sort of makes it cool. I mean, you can easily just cut those off if you don't want them, but I did leave them. And so we have the yellow ones here. And these are the flowerish ones, and they're all a little bit different. And then this is, I called this one the pink one, and I don't know why. I think because this one was on top and I see a lot of pink coming through, but if you turn it over, this is all orange, brown, and I don't know, like a reddish color. So these are considered the pink ones, and I think I said pinkish. These obviously are the yellow ones. And these are the flower ones because they have pictures of flowers. So I kind of got this idea from some Happy Mail that I got from my friend Alicia. In the Happy Mail, do you think I'm a little hungry right now? No. In the Happy Mail, she had included this little envelope. Here is like a little pouch envelope that she had gotten from April over at the Pink Odd Bird, and I wanted to do a spin on these envelopes, and I actually made some just like this, and I'll show you those in a minute. But I also got the idea of doing 4 of these. So this is the idea, kind of came from, or it did come from April's little pockets that I sort of turned into envelopes, but that's where I had got the original idea from her. So there are these, and when they come, I just tied them up in a nice little bow just to keep them together. And of course, since I'm on camera now, I don't even know if I'll be able to tie it back, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I can always just fix it too after the video. So I was really excited about these and the way they came out. And oh, I'm gonna have to fix that after. Since they are handmade, they don't have the sticky part, the part you lick or that you peel off to close. But depending on what you're using them for, you could even put Velcro, like a little dot of Velcro in there if you wanted to. If you didn't want to do anything to close them, you don't have to. You could use like a little binder clip or a paper clip to close them, whatever you want. Or just like this, you can use a little ribbon to close them. So these are my retro envelopes. And before I show you everything else that's in the shop, let me just show you these little guys that I started making. And this was the original idea from April's envelopes, or pouches, I'm not sure what they're called. So see, basically the same. I have the book page inside, fabric on the outside, and they're all sewn around. Oops, they're all sewn around. Then there's this one here. And I'm not finished with all of these yet, so once I am finished, then they will be in my shop. Then we have this one, and here's that lace that I got from the haul that I did the other day, which, I'm sorry, off the top of my head I can't remember where I got it from. And there's the pocket there. And I did make a few of these too because I was sending something to one of my friends, and I used these to put some of her goodies in. So we have those. So once the rest of everything that I'm doing with these is finished, I will probably pop back on and let you know that they are in my shop or what is going to go into my shop. So that is the first thing that I had in my shop. Then I did list this envelope and this envelope. I did two separate listings because in a way they're two different letters, because there's a letter in here, as we remember, in here there's a little in memory of card. So they each have their own listing, so that is in there. I did a listing for the coupon books, and it's one listing for both of them. And I was doing some research on the silver bird, and it's really quite interesting, like the history of it. It was originally, well, it wasn't open, it was taken over and changed the name. I believe it was 1976, and then it closed briefly in 1982, if I'm remembering correctly. But then the actual building was bought out by somebody else who did, opened the next hotel and casino. So from 76 to 82, it was the Silver Bird. And so it was fun learning a lot of history about it. So those are on there now. I did do a listing for the troll cards. I didn't do the Easter ones yet because I'm a little overwhelmed with those because they're all different. So these were all the same, so it's easier to make a listing for that. So the Easter cards are coming. And then the last, oh no, not the last thing, but then I did list all of these, and since now they have their envelopes, they can all go out. And those are all listed in separate listings. And then let me see, I think the final thing I listed was oof, goodness, sorry, let me just put that over here. The Easter cards. I spent a good part of the afternoon bagging up buttons. So I have a listing for vintage buttons, and the listing is per bag. So you'll see the listing and you'll see, like what the price of it is, but it's per bag, not for the whole bunch. And each little baggie has 50 buttons in it. And as you can see, I tried doing, different colors, different sizes, different shapes, everything like that. So that way each little pile of buttons has a nice variety. So it's not just one color or one size. It is a variety of everything. So that is what I've been busy with this afternoon. So if you're interested in anything that you've seen here, and actually I'm not sure if I'm missing anything, hopefully not, but again, click the link below in the description box. It will take you right to my shop, and then you can see everything that I did show here, and if there was anything that I missed, you can see that too. So, I'm exhausted, but I still have lots of work to do because I still have my vintage playing cards that I want to make listings for. I have projects that I want to finish. I have more envelopes I want to sew. So, I'm sure I will be back very soon. Until next time, bye.